Hey you guys, I know this is a bit unconventional, but I'd like to start out by just hopping on. This is future Taylor to when I actually recorded this video over a month or two ago. But this video means so much to me. We visited the Steinbruch in Kleefeld. So it's like this canyon that was man-made, but it's really beautiful. And then the next day we visited the Externsteine. And this just means a lot to me because my boyfriend of 6 years nearly also proposed to me in that area, so I'm getting engaged, and it's just been a really crazy time for me. We've been doing a bit of wedding planning, and we're planning on getting married in the United States, and as many of you know right now, it's not that easy to plan something. Everything's very unstable. We've also got a move coming up this October. We're adopting a puppy, so these are all really great chances to create content, and I plan to do so, but it's also a really hectic time for me, which is why I haven't posted a video in 3 weeks. So I really hope that you will forgive me for that and that you'll continue to follow my journey, my stories, my videos that I make. And if you're interested, just go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I can't wait to share some of these things. There's a lot of great things coming. Stay tuned for that, and I will now direct you to the video that I've created. Hi you guys, I'm Taylor, and I'm an American that's been living and working in Germany these past few years. Sorry when the audio quality isn't great. I'm not using my mic today because we're going to be hiking. I'm in the Tecklenburger Land, which is just a little bit outside of Osnabrück, so about an hour away from where we live. I just wanted to take you and show you some things that you can do in Germany, especially because right now you're not able to travel that much, but especially I have a lot of German subscribers, and these are just a few things that you could do if you're in the area and you don't want to travel maybe out of the country just because of the insecurity of everything that's going on right now. So I will put up a map of the hike that we're going to be doing. It's about 12 kilometers. We're estimating probably about 4 hours, and I'm going to take you with. We're actually going to go and look at one of Germany's canyons. I didn't even know Germany had any canyons, so this should be pretty interesting. And tomorrow we're doing a different hike, and I'll take you with me along with that as well. All right, let's get going. Hello! Everything is super well marked here. You won't have any problems finding your way. There are signposts everywhere. There's also quite a bit of foot traffic, not a ton. We're walking pretty much alone, but you do see people passing you every now and again. So we went to go see Lippe over the whole canyon, and then we decided that we saw like a path on the other side, and we decided that we wanted to walk on that path. So we're making a big loop and kind of veering off of our trail, but you can't really get lost in this area. It shouldn't be bad. We're technically on a forbidden pathway, but a lot of people told us that this is just the way that you take to get to the canyon, and it was also on the official maps that were at the beginning of the trailhead, so we're just taking it anyways. It's a very well-maintained trail. The water here is really blue and also very clear, and when you're up looking from above, you can actually see these huge fish in the water. My camera won't be able to show you it because my camera's not good enough, but this must be introduced. I think this is also an artificial river. I don't even know if that's what you call it because it's so small. It's less than a kilometer long, but the water is also this turquoise blue. It's really cool. What was an easy hike is now a moderate hike. Definitely getting some elevation gain in here. We're completely alone. We haven't seen people in quite a while. The path is still clearly marked. It's very beautiful. Lots of cows. And now we're going back into the woods, so. To be honest, we're away from the main attraction now, which was the canyon, and it's really beautiful here. So I'm just going to turn off my cameras, enjoy the time with my boyfriend, and I will tune in again tomorrow for the Externsteine. Hey you guys, day 2 of hiking. Right now we're in the middle between Bielefeld and Paderborn. That's where we stayed the night last night. And we are going to be hiking in the Naturschutzgebiet, or the preserved area, nature area of Externsteine. I'll explain a little bit more about the path and the geological features here while we're on the way. We're going to be hiking about 12 kilometers today, similar to yesterday. Sorry, I was just told 13 kilometers. And my boyfriend planned all of this. Usually I'm the one doing all the planning, so this is very nice for me. So let's get going. The area around the Externsteine is very similar to the area around the canyon yesterday, so a lot of woods, some fields, a lot of cows. The difference is that this is obviously a much more frequented path for tourists, typically Germans as well that come through the area, but they just see a lot more people hiking. There's a lot of bike paths as well that are paved. Like I said, my partner planned this entire trip, so when he told me we were going to see these stones, I had no idea what he was talking about, and I was so impressed by the height of this limestone rock formation. It stretches about 50 meters high, and it also has a really interesting history. It was a site of worship for pagans, it was a site of worship for Christians, and then was used as Nazi propaganda throughout history. So it has a very interesting past, and it remains a very visited site for tourists today as well. So we just finished up by the Externsteine, and now we're going kind of on the other side. I will show you a map, but there's 2 loops that we're doing. And we're kind of starting to go uphill a little bit, and there's going to be some really great viewpoints, and we're also going to this like Burg, so kind of like a destroyed castle. So I'm going to take you guys with me on that as well. That's the view that we have just starting out. So this is the last stop of our hiking weekend, and we are finally at the Ruins of Falkenburg. This was one of the main seats of the royalty of the Kreis Lippe, so the region called Lippe here. The castle was built around 1190 and was used for hundreds of years as the main seat of the royal family until the mid-16th century. I don't know about you guys, but I find it very hard to get a real sense of the magnitude of stepping into a place like this, but I feel like you did somehow get a sense of that when you were sitting and looking over the beautiful views from the ruins of this castle. and we have finally made it back to the car. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it gave you some ideas of what you can do in Germany, especially for those of you who already live in Germany and are thinking that this year is probably not the right year to go on a bigger trip, but maybe some smaller trips. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. If you have any recommendations of other places you can go hiking within Germany, let me know, and I will see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe. Sorry, almost forgot that. Okay, bye!